818, welcome back. A new youth basketball club has just started up for kids in elementary school, and it was started by Mrs. Sandia United States. So here with more on the club, how to get your kids signed up for it is Johanna Cox. We're so glad to have you this morning. What a neat way to get kids engaged in sports through a club like this.
Very much so. I grew up in Colorado and was fortunate to have a lot of club opportunities, and when I moved here in New Mexico about 10 years ago, this was something, at least for my kids' age group, that didn't exist here in Albuquerque, so I'm really excited I was able to start it.
There's got to be some inspiration too behind it with keeping kids fit and active. That's got to be part of this.
Very much so. Like I said, I played club sports a lot growing up, and down here with the younger kids, and my platform actually as Mrs. Sandia United States is youth athletic and just getting youth out and moving, getting them active, playing sports, and developing them as a well-rounded athlete. So not just in basketball skills, but also their balance, coordination, and general fitness awareness.
When is the season coming up? It's pretty quick.
We've started already.
Okay.
We have practices right now. Our first tournament is going to be at the end of April. This club does tournaments here in the Albuquerque area as well as surrounding states.
That's pretty neat. So there's opportunity to travel.
Yes.
Still room to get on board with this even if you've already begun, I assume?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I still have slots in both my boys and my girls teams.
All right, age groups. What if I've got maybe some kids at home that want to participate in this or school age, what are the age limitations?
Right now, my teams are 8 and under, so most of my players are 6 and 7. The main goal for these players is to be able to sit, follow directions, listen. They are very young, you know, so they have to be able to pay attention and sit and listen. And most of these children in 1st and 2nd grade can already do that.
Now, are you doing the instructing on some of this, or I'm assuming you have other coaches as well? But
I am the head coach.
Okay.
I'm the head coach and owner of the club. I do have a couple of assistants. My husband does assist in the coaching. We also have a wonderful partnership with the Athletes Playground, which is an organization here that does a lot of either individual or team training, and they're doing some of our team kind of plyometric training for the kids.
how many years have you been doing this?
I've been coaching basketball since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
I started coaching middle school and high school players, and then when I became a mom, I started coaching the little kids. So I've been coaching young athletes like this since my son was 3, so for about 4 years.
I imagine then you have good feedback from parents too that keep this club going.
Yes,
Yeah.
the parents love it. Some of my players I've actually coached for a couple of years already.
How about as far as cost goes, details on that, getting signed up? Is it pretty affordable to get your child in?
It's very easy to get in. The cost is $250, but it's for the 12-month cycle. What that cost includes are obviously our practices and tournament travel if the family opts for that option.
Oh, neat.
The other thing included are 2 skill-specific camps, one in December at the end of the year and then one in August right at the end of the summer.
And it's teaching basic skills too, not only in games and playing this out, right, in tournaments, but also just learning the fundamentals of basketball, I can imagine.
Exactly.
Good platform.
We do a lot of basic skill training. That's what the camps are for. And then, like I said, they get some competition here in Albuquerque, but also unique travel opportunities.
And at a young age, too, you want to be able to teach good sportsmanship, so this is probably one of the best ways to do it, I
Exactly.
imagine. Okay, details on where parents can get more information from you about signing their child up.
Sure, they can either email or call me directly. I'm always happy to share my coaching philosophy and experience with any parent since the players are quite young. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, so they can always look me up and message me there.
That sounds good, and of course we're going to make sure that people are linked to KRQE.com as well, so that they get more information there, and it's a pretty easy way to get plugged in. So you'll have to keep us posted on how the season goes this time around.
I will. Thank you.
And the games end real quick. What time of the year?
The games are year-round.
Okay,
so that's why
it's a 12-month cycle.
Yep, it's a 12-month cycle from January through December. So we have our first tournament start here in April, and then we have a skills camp in August, and we'll have more tournaments in the fall, and then end the year with a camp in December.
Sounds good. Johanna Cox, thanks so much for details on that. We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back. Stay with us.